Hello, I'm Alistair Hollington and I'm one of the training directors for Lazarus Training. So Lazarus Training is a training company. We specialise in preparing people for dealing with challenging situations. So we're thinking of first aid training, medical training and dealing with conflict. So our growth and our journey into exporting was, if I'm honest with you, slightly accidental. We were running some training for a company with its European headquarters in Windsor, and we were doing our practical training, what we call our train for real medical scenarios, and they liked it and they said, well, why are we only doing this here in the UK? We could be doing it across Europe. But the difficulty they hit is that there's different legislation from country to country, and they specifically were worried about France, Germany and the Czech Republic. And so because we're always keen to work with our clients and try and find solutions for them, I ended up doing a bit of work in the background to look at that different legislation. And we ended up writing a course to international standards, and it just escalated from there, and that's how we got into exporting. I think that for us personally, I think the real value of the assistance from the DIT was really just that kind of getting us talking to people that would have just rebuffed us. We all get a ton of emails, we all get unsolicited phone calls, LinkedIn requests, but the DIT got us past that barrier of no one wants to talk to you, no one wants to talk to you and so on. And it still takes a lot of hard work to get through that, and you still get knockbacks and rejections, so you've got to then sort of pick yourself up, look at were we trying to sell anything wrong, was there anything wrong with our message, is it just not for them, and move on. But that barrier really is just the distance. People deal with people, and you've got to somehow get yourself in front of the right decision makers. From talking to our trade advisor, Marco, we looked at doing a bit of market research. And in that market research, which was facilitated and helped by the DIT, we identified some markets that we felt were really, really useful for us, or potentially interesting, I should say, sorry. And Ethiopia was one of those. And the feedback and our research was so interesting, we decided to do a trip to Ethiopia. So we did an OMIS trip, helped by the DIT. And the help we got from the local DIT team in Ethiopia was amazing. They set us up with meetings with people that I don't think we would have ever got in with. But having the DIT team act as our introduction got us into people like the African Union, it got us into a number of kind of major charities in Ethiopia. And it gave us a kind of a bit of a presence that I think was probably sort of slightly more than we would have got ourselves. Okay, so I'd say tip one is to do your research in advance, and particularly do some research of who's accessing things like your website. So we did some analytics on our website and we were surprised where the traffic was coming from. That then fed into our market research and informed us of things to target. We then, because we edit our own website, very quickly edited some pages on our website to reflect sort of search engine optimization for the territories we'd seen traffic coming to our website from, and that very quickly led to an increase in actual physical inquiries coming from there, not just people Googling and finding themselves on our website. So my second tip would be that the world is interconnected, and don't overlook the power of the networks that you already have. So speak to people, don't be afraid to tell them about what you're doing, what you're interested in, and see where that can lead you to. Our business has really grown off word of mouth, and that's not just been here in the UK, that has been internationally. We've been overseas doing work for people and they've said, oh, you should speak to. So don't overlook the power of networks, use them, interact with them, and also contribute to them as well, help people out. Don't just expect that person to be waiting to buy from you.